Welcome back to Radio Nagarik 96.5, and I am in the studio with the legends themselves. Deepak Dai, welcome to the show. It's an honor. It's the first time. Why don't you pull this closer? I think it's the first time that we've actually met ever. Probably ever. Well, it's my honor. It's my honor. And Dev Dai, it's always amazing seeing you. It's always great seeing
Well,
you.
thank you very much, Ravi. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be in your radio station. First time that we've come here, right, Deepak? And it's a wonderful place. But the five-story is pretty high.
It's HR manager. Listen up.
You know, because Deepak is fit.
Yeah.
मलाई त गाह्रो हो.
Oh yeah, see that? See that?
Anyway, all the
Yeah, see that?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
thank you.
It's been a little inconvenient. I'm so sorry for that, but I am happy that you're finally here. It's been a long time that we wanted to do this, and we're finally doing it.
It's a pleasure.
And we've sort of connected through the history of your music and everything about Prism. I have to tell you before we get started. I have to tell you what Prism means to my generation, and because of course we came in a time where you were winding down, so to speak. But everybody that we spoke to, like हाम्रो सुनेको बेला त शरद दाई, सतीश दाई, मुक्ति दाई अलिअलि भयो, would speak so highly of you and would always call you the OGs, the legends, the original gangsters who brought rock and roll here. So we would really like to thank you for all of that.
Thank you
If
very
you
much.
guys wouldn't have done it back then, I don't think I would be in this chair.
Probably that's true.
Yeah.
That's true of you. है दिपक?
Yes.
होला पनि, है?
And let's rewind the clock. Let's take it all back there.
हुन्छ, हुन्छ.
There is a very special place where all of you used to meet, and I think this is particularly for you, called Park Restaurant.
Oh, yes.
We need to
त्यो त
talk.
निकै अगाडि हो के अरे?
How back?
Park Restaurant was a birthplace of where we all started jamming up.
Where was it then?
Ratna Park.
It was Ratna Park.
Ratna Park. Oh, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Right? It was right in the mid of Ratna Park. त्यो टाइमको Ratna Park. I'm talking about 72, early 70s.
Wow.
अब मैले पनि कतिपय कुराहरू I've forgotten. Because we were learning how to drink alcohol.
Learning.
We were learning how to smoke a cigarette.
Experts
Right?
by the evening.
by the evening. And to be very honest, मैले दिपकसँग धेरै कुरा गरिसक्यो. अभि भाइ, most of my salary used to go to the bar. है salary नपाउनु, then I used to start with the next month advance.
I think we learned that from you too. I think we still have that. Yeah.
And then next month को 100 रुपियाँ advance बाट फेरि सुरु हुन्थ्यो.
Oh.
100 rupees was a lot of money.
Wow.
That's how it was.
Exactly.
Long time ago.
Deepak Dai, you came here from Hong Kong, right? So you grew up in a completely different timeline that he's talking about, the 70s. Were you here? Were you in Hong Kong at that time? You were in Hong Kong. How was the music scene there? Like among the Nepalese community? Because I've heard Robin Tamang also.
Robin Tamang.
He also used to be there.
ऊ चाहिँ पहिला ऊ चाहिँ इङ्ग्लिस स्कुल पढ्यो होइन
Right.
हङकङमा. हामी चाहिँ गोर्खा स्कुल.
Okay.
त्यो चाहिँ अब ब्रिटिस आर्मीकै हो. हुन त उता ऊ पढेको पनि इङ्ग्लिस स्कुल चाहिँ ब्रिटिस
Right.
हो होइन. त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ उसको चाहिँ प्रोनाउन्सिएसन पनि पुरै इङ्ग्लिसमै गयो
Right.
होइन. तर हामी भेट चाहिँ भइरहेको थियौँ. समटाइम्स हामी उता ओके स्टुडियो भन्ने त्यो प्राइभेट स्टुडियो हुन्थ्यो. त्यसमा चाहिँ हामी ज्याम अप गर्नु चाहिँ जान्थ्यौँ. रबिन, म र के अरे सचिन राई, हाम्रो पहिलाको ड्रमर होइन, ऊ चाहिँ अहिले दार्जिलिङमा छ. ऊ हामी चाहिँ त्यति बेला $1 घन्टाको $20 तिर्नु पर्थ्यो हङकङ डलर होइन. अनि हामी चाहिँ 3जना गएर उसले चाहिँ सबै डिप पर्पलको मात्रै गाउँथ्यो. रबिनले चाहिँ गिटार बजाउँथ्यो, मैले चाहिँ ड्रम बजाइदिन्थेँ, अनि सचिनले चाहिँ बेस बजाउँथ्यो. 3जना भएर हामी ज्याम अप गर्थ्यौँ. रबिन हामीले चाहिँ त्यति बेला चाहिँ हाम्रो ऊ चाहिँ सबै हङकङमै थियो होइन. त्यसरी गर्थ्यो र हामीले चाहिँ त्यो गर्दा गर्दै पनि हामीले नेपाली गीतहरूतिर पनि हामीले यता गऱ्यौँ आफ्नै कम्पोजिसनहरू. त्यति बेला हिमालयन्स ब्यान्ड, चेकर्सहरू थियो होइन. उनीहरू चाहिँ आर्मीकै पऱ्यो 7 year, यता सेकेन्ड year.
And what year was this?
ती अब
Late 70s?
75
Okay. Late 70s. Okay.
त्यति बेलातिर.
They were at that point in the 70s that we're talking about everything. What music were you listening to growing up?
I grew up on the Beatles.
Right.
When I was 10,
Right there on his shirt. Yeah, there you go.
Let it be last.
Yeah.
This was their final photograph before they split up. I think, as you know, Avi,
That's
no?
right. That's right. Yeah.
But you चाहिँ फेरि यो 4 photographs चाहिँ अभी probably Deepak one of my favorite photograph. दिपकले यो क्यामेरा ल्याए मैले सोध्नु पर्छ मैले पनि
पसलको नाम नम्बर
मलाई
हाम्रो फ्यामिली कुरा तर मेरो त बिटल्स हो अब आई ग्रो अप विथ द बिटल्स मेरो फर्स्ट वेस्टर्न म्युजिकको मलाई गीत मेरो उसमा आयो त्यति बेला त पावरफुल रेकर्ड थियो त्यति बेला फर्स्ट मलाई गीत आएको न लभ लभ मी डु यो गीतहरू जुन चाहिँ अहिलेसम्म हामीले कभर गाएछ अहिले पनि सुनिरहेको छ है त्यसमा अहिले हाम्रो सेटअपमा दिपकले राम्रो हार्मोनियम पनि बजाउँछ त्यसमा चाहिँ फेरि त्यो हार्मोनियम नभइकन हुँदैन कि
त्यसको त मिठास नै
आफ्नो इन्ग्रेडियन्ट्स अफ द म्युजिकमा छ कि अभी बट आई मस्ट गिभ माई सेन्स अफ क्रेडिबिलिटी एन्ड माई लभ फर म्युजिक टु द बिटल्स बिटल्स नो अफकोर्स त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ एज आई ग्रु अप होइन एकैचोटि when I went to a little harder music then of course we had the Jimi Hendrix experience Eric Clapton came along then the Rolling Stones the Who अब हाम्रो टाइमको क्या and those guys are forever famous bands
so when you were living here त्यति बेला चाहिँ were you getting the cassettes and were you getting the LP there was no cassettes how long did it take for an LP to get released and then come to Nepal or Kathmandu or in your hands?
म त्यहाँ हुँदाखेरि I was in Malaysia.
Oh, you were in Malaysia?
Malaysia.
So were you getting it then and there?
त्यो भन्दा पनि अभी कसो भन्दाखेरि I was enlisted in the British school. Just Deepak saying British Army. We come from the same background.
Oh wow.
Deepakको dad र मेरो dad British Army को background हो. हामीलाई लाउरेको छोराहरू भन्थ्यो है.
Right.
अब पछि एनलिस्टमेन्टको टाइममा आउँदाखेरि दिपकहरू चाहिँ एक डेकेड पछाडि हामी पछाडिको भाइहरू हो
Okay.
तर वी ग्रो अप इन द सेम एन्भाइरोमेन्ट वी ग्रो अप इन द सेम एटमोस्फियर
Army brat.
अनि फेरि वी ग्रो अप एज रक एन्ड रोलर्स दिपक पनि लाउडे भएन म पनि लाउडे भएन क्या यस्तो कुराले हामी अहिले कुरामा सेयर गर्नु पायो अनि त्यति बेला चाहिँ म ब्रिटिसकोमा भएको हुनाले मलाई सजिलो भएको कारण के भने बिकज अफ द स्कुलले गर्दाखेरि अल माई फ्रेन्ड्स वर ब्रिटिस all my classmates were British, all my teachers were British, so I could get whatever I wanted to listen to play the guitar, play the drums, go to their house. यस्तो भयो थियो कि अभी
And were you coming to and fro to Kathmandu त्यति बेला?
त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ मैले अभी मलाई अब ड्याडको त्यति बेला ड्याडहरूको जहाँ ट्रान्सफर भएर हुन्थ्यो युनिटमा हामी त्यहाँ अनुसार मुभ गर्नुपर्ने मेरो ड्याडको चाहिँ माई फादर्स लास्ट ट्रान्सफर वाज टु हङकङ जहाँ चाहिँ हाम्रो दिपकहरू चाहिँ उनीहरूको रियल टेन्डर एजमा एकदम स्ट्यान्ड अफ भएको भनौँ न हङकङमा म चाहिँ हङकङमा ज्यादा बसेँ दिपक ज्यादा बस्यो हङकङमा चाहिँ म फिनिसिङ ड्याडको फिनिसिङ गरेर 2 वर्ष बसेर म सेन्ट जर्ज स्कुलमा फिनिसिङ गरेर आएँ कि त्यहाँबाट आएर चाहिँ आई केम सेन्ट जेभियर्समा आएर आई वाज होपिङ टु डु सिने केम्ब्रिज अभी तर इट डिडन्ट वर्क आउट मलाई नलेखेको न होला म त्यति ब्रेनी पनि थिएन अभी तर पास चाहिँ हुन्थेँ एक्जाममा
All musicians like that? I feel like
फेल चाहिँ नहुने
तर
कुनै राम्रो भएको इन्टेलेक्चुअल स्टुडेन्ट
if only you applied yourself भन्ने के सर
त्यस्तो के हो है आई वाज लाइक द्याट त्यहाँबाट त अब यहाँ आएपछि के भयो भइदिउँ न अभी त्यो द्याट पर्टिकुलर फेजमा म 17-18 वर्षको हुँदाखेरि होला आई वेन्ट टु अ लिटल बिट अफ अलिक डिफिकल्ट क्राइटेरिया विथ माई हाउस होल्ड कोर्सहरू हुन्छ नि हाउस होल्ड गर्दाखेरि आई केम अवे फ्रम होम एन्ड इन्ट्रोड्युस माई सेल्फ टु झोचे अहिलेको जुन चाहिँ फ्रिक स्ट्रिट
You have to give me the year.
आई गट मिङ्गल विथ द हिप्पिज
What year was this?
त्यहाँबाट चाहिँ
72?
के भएर त्यहाँबाट अहिले एभ्रिबडी नोज एज देव राणा द ड्रमर यहाँ पो आइपुग्यो
Dev Rana the hippie.
यहाँ पो आइपुग्यो
So what year are you talking about? 72?
या 72
Exactly 72?
72 मा आई वाज 20 भनेपछि त्योभन्दा अझै अगाडि नै होला
Wow.
70 भनौँ न
How did Kathmandu look like back then?
नथिङ हामीले बेलबट्स लाएर हिँड्दाखेरि अचम्म मानेर हेर्थ्यो बेलबट्स पनि सानो हो र फेरि 28 इन्च अब 28 इन्च त्यो होइन मामुली त्यो देखावत होइन 28 इन्च 28 इन्च मेरो हाइटलाई त 28 इन्च त भएन
It's like a
अलिक
bell.
हाइटले त राम्रो देख्थ्यो होला है But we were rockers.
You were rockers.
We
You're
were
still
rockers.
rockers.
होइन दिपक? We were rockers, long hair, है? बाल पनि लामो लामो हुँदै गयो होइन?
That's amazing.
अनि म त झन् अलिकता आफ्नै काइन्ड अफ स्टाइलिस वेमा हिँड्थेँ के अरे अभि त्यसले गर्दाखेरि मान्छेले जे भए पनि जसो भए पनि मेरो ब्याकग्राउन्ड र अलिकति ब्याकड्रप पनि 6 वर्ष ब्रिटिस आर्मीमा भयो मेरो ब्रिटिस साथीहरूसँग आई वाज सो मच इन्क्लाइन टु द वेस्टर्न लाइफ स्टाइलहरू गर्दाखेरि टोपीमा प्वाखहरू बोकेर हिँड्ने भेलभेट
Fedora and stuff.
त्यस्तो लगाएर हिँड्थ्यो क्या वी थट वी अल लुक भेरी ह्यान्डसम
I'm sure you did.
I don't know how we looked, है दिपक तर
Well, we can
चाहिँ रमाइलो लाग्थ्यो
we can ask the women from back then. We're having fun here. This is Benelli Rock Show with your voice ASM in conversation with Dave sir and of course Deepak sir. It's good to have you here. It's good to hear all these great stories. I feel like it's like reading a book.
I hope you're enjoying it.
I am always. It's always a big pleasure to sit down and listen to you. Like always is. Let's talk about the formation of Prism. George Subba, who passed away recently, it was an integral part. Pemba Lipcha, integral part. How did all of this? How did the ball get rolling? When did you decide to?
I think I could tell a little story.
Sure.
Deepak आएको पनि थिएन. Deepak was in Hong Kong. I was in Lucknow.
Wow.
I was working in Lucknow television.
What were you doing in Lucknow television?
You won't believe it, Avi, but I was playing guitar in a Hindi band.
Wow. How many people know
I was
that?
a guitarist पहिला त. I started playing guitar at 7 before being a drummer. I used to play the guitar.
Yeah, I know this about you, but you never told me the story about playing in
the guitar. I enjoy guitar as much as I enjoy playing the drums.
Fantastic.
I was in Lucknow and यहाँ चाहिँ फर्मेसनमा अर्को चाहिँ सुरु भएछ भनौँ न.
Right.
I didn't know Dinesh. I didn't know, I hadn't met Roka, was my very old friend from Malaysia.
Yeah.
His father was a teacher in the British Army.
Okay.
Teacher sector ma थियो.
Sure.
Prahlad, his first name is Prahlad Roka. George Subadai had his own band.
The Diamond?
The Mascots.
Oh, the Mascots, sorry.
Right? Yes. Pemba had his own band also, I know, जसमा चाहिँ सुवर्ण लिम्बुदाई हुनुहुन्थ्यो है. So this is how it was all about, है. अनि पछि पेम्बा दिनेश भएर पेम्बा दिनेश रोका and George. They were the founding member of the Prism Band. I think which they started rolling from the year 78 जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई. I'm not sure है. मैले त खालि 1980 मा त्यो पनि सुवर्ण दाइले सुवर्ण साथीले चाहिँ अब त्यो बेला चिठी पत्र चल्थ्यो के अरे. अब अहिले जस्तो मोबाइलको त कुरै भएन. त्यो के अरे इमर्जेन्सी कल गरौँ भने पनि ट्रङ्क कल भन्थ्यो नि. त्यो कता गर्ने हो है ठेगानै छैन. अनि so he wrote me a letter sent किनभने त्यति बेला सुवर्णहरूले चाहिँ the Brotherhood भनेर they were the first Nepalese band that established at the Yakaniti Hotel.
Wow.
Playing professionally.
In the 70s.
अनि त्यो सिलसिलामा सुवर्णले चाहिँ he wrote me a letter. Dave, if you're around, if you're still playing music, why don't you drop by to Kathmandu? A couple of things are happening भने क्या मलाई. अब म चाहिँ फेरि त्यति बेला रक्सी खाएर हेभी ड्रिङ्क भएर लखनऊमा अलस तलस भएको थियो क्या है. माई सन वाज जस्ट बोर्न त्यति बेला. अनि त्यहाँबाट आई वाज इन अ डिफ्रेन्ट ट्रिप. आई वाज यङ. अनि त्यसपछि अ इयर आई थिङ्क आफ्टर सुवर्णहरूको ब्रदरहुड देन पेम्बा जोइन सोल्टी with the Prism Band. The original lineup. George Subba, Prahlad Roka, Dinesh Rai, Pemba Lepsara, Rose Kapoor, the keyboardist.
Rose Kapoor, that's another name, yes.
You must have heard that.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how it is all about, actually.
Yeah, and Deepak, this, I think you joined 5 years later. When
83 भनेपछि Deepak came हो त्यस्तै होला.
Yeah, 5 years.
दिनेश दाइ पछि उसले छोडेपछि चाहिँ मैले जोइन गरेको.
Oh, that's the story. हो. त्यहाँ के भइदियो भने हाम्रो दिनेश चाहिँ the vocalist was obviously the kind of job he's doing now, editorial job हुन्छ नि. He was more into writing job.
Right.
So he had his own daytime job also. पछि अब obviously सोल्टीमा त के भइदियो भने बेलुका बजाउनु पर्ने till 12 at night, go home at 1 in the morning. अब हामी त रेस्ट गर्थ्यौँ. And Dinesh had to again get up in the morning, go to his day job. अलिकति उसलाई he had a problem with his health. And he decided to leave the band for a while. For a while जस्तै भएको थियो त्यति बेला. म गर्छु भने we understood that. त्यो मोमेन्टमा a very young, talented guy came from Hong Kong. That happened to be Deepak Thapa. सानो थियो Deepak. He's very young, very cute, good-looking boy.
Oh, there you go.
Very good-looking boy. Thin, सानो एकदम मजाको थियो Deepak. मजा लगाएर यस्तो राम्रो बजाउने गिटार हो कि.
What were your early influences?
हजुर.
मेरो
His as a guitarist.
इन्फ्लुएन्स
Yeah.
अब त्यति बेलाको चाहिँ अब कार्लोस सान्ताना होइन मेन चाहिँ अब त्यो हो अनि हाम्रो चाहिँ कसले हङकङमा चाहिँ प्रायः चाइनिज ब्यान्डहरू हुन्थ्यो क्या
Right.
अब जस्तो यो अहिले जति पनि सालाला भन्ने गीत छ नि माहरको
Sa-
यो चाहिँ वाइनर्सले गर्दा पपुलर भयो
Right, right.
हङकङको चाइनिज
That was a
ब्यान्ड
very good Hong Kong band.
अब हामी चाहिँ प्रायः उनीहरूको हेरिबस्थ्यौँ त्यहाँबाट हुन्थ्यो र अब इङ्ग्लिस ब्यान्डहरू होइन अब बे सिटी रोलर्स अब बिटल्स त अब देवताले पनि भनिसक्यो
Yeah.
त्यो त एकदमै होइन
Those were the ones.
हजुर
Those were the ones. I am equally as amazed that the Salty days. Reading about the Prism Band at Salty is like a whole chapter of a book in itself, isn't it? Were you there when did you join when they were playing at Salty, or were you after that?
I wasn't there.
You
I
weren't
wasn't
there
there
for Salty.
when they joined Salty, when they got the chance to be the Prism Band and introduce themselves as a rock and roll band of that era, a very strong rock and roll band by joining Nagarik. It was the original lineup. George Suba on drums, Dinesh Rai on vocals, Prahlad Roka on bass, Pemba Lebja on lead guitar, and Rose Cooper on keyboard. This was the Prism Band.
Okay.
Camera above within unako formation पछि चाहिँ things started moving on, right? Then Dinesh had a health problem. Then Deepak came along. Then Prahlad Roka, the bassist, got a chance to go to a hotel management study down in Delhi. Then another friend of ours, Mahendra Lama, a bass player. Mahendra Lama was a nice bass player. He lives in Siliguri now.
Okay.
I think he's running his own studio and running his own business. Probably Deepak's in touch with Facebook, and Mahendra Lama was invited by Pemba from Darjeeling, and George Subadai joined another band in Annapurna Hotel, Arko band joined Arke Sati Sangha, then I stepped in. This is how it worked out.
So it was a lot of shuffle.
Lot of shuffle.
Lot of shuffle of people moving.
In fact, within Deepak lineup Soltima we drove such a strong rock and roll accent to the people. 15 वर्षभित्रको करियर इन सोल्टी होटलमा हाम्रो प्रिजम ब्यान्ड करियरमा त लाइनअप त यति साह्रो चेन्जेस भयो है. So we were like a family.
And Salty was like, and I've heard these stories, I think you've shared this too, like Salty used to be such a big hub for even Indian and Sri Lankan musicians coming in, like Louis Banks.
We were the first one.
But you were the first one who
started there. To establish as an Nepalese band.
Wow, that's
which was quite a job.
That's amazing.
It was quite a job. Bands from India were very, very good. Playing in Salty Roy at that period of time was not playing rock and roll all the time.
No.
You had to play a lot of...
Where did you practice? Where did you even get the instruments to practice at that time?
Instruments, Salty, we were fortunate because हामीभन्दा अगाडिको band, Sri Lankan band, complete set from Bangkok.
Wow.
Complete equipment. We were very fortunate to get that equipment.
Wow.
This is Sri Lankan band. Lanka Rubies. Lanka Rubies is Magayo. Uno contract sucker Goya. We took the audition. Moment and Pemba original Prism lineup the audition in Dakiri. Management passed it through.
Yeah.
They were in front of that fantastic equipment. They were fantastic. Of oily and Tavi. Wow,
now the kids nowadays coming out like 18, 19, they have like washburn guitars in their hands. What do you do with that?
And the amazing part is they come with a washburn guitar, and some of them play only 2 chords. I'm sorry whoever's looking at this.
The song remains the same.
Humor
and it's true. And you know who you are.
They can afford washburn.
Yeah, that's true. That's always going to be true, I think, to some certain aspect. I have to ask you this question. What is the craziest gig you've ever played at with Prism? That you can remember? Or that you can say on air?
Come on.
Give me one.
अब एउटा त पहिला सोल्टीमा एकै सोल्टीमा अरे
Academy?
एकाडेमीमा
Academy.
92 मा हामीले गरेको थियो कि
मैना दाई पनि थियो होइन
प्रिजम इन कन्सर्ट भनेर गरेको थियो
Right.
द्याट वाज फ्यान्टास्टिक 92 मा ए लट अफ पिपल रिमेम्बर इट
Wow.
त्यति बेला हाम्रो लाइनअप कस्तो थियो भन्दाखेरि अघि वी हेड अ फ्यान्टास्टिक लाइनअप क्या महेन्द्र लामा दाई वाज अन द गिटार बेस गिटार आई वाज अन ड्रम्स एन्ड दीपक र ज्योति घिमिरे दाई ज्योति घिमिरे
Who came after Tilak Dai?
Jyoti Gimre. He also played with the Prism, right? Jyoti Gimre was on the guitar. And then we had other extra musicians, but I think I don't know. I don't remember. Right?
I think I've seen
I
a photo.
photos
I think I've seen a photo of him
Hola.
wearing his trademark goggles and doing this. I think from one of those shows.
त्यो पनि भयो अघि अनि फेरि त्यति बेला दीपक ज्योति they were young. एकदम we practiced for 1 month in my house in Thacha. We had a wonderful practice despite the available equipment जति थियो अनि त्यति बेला हाम्रो we had some friends from the Tibetan musical society who lived in Bodh. They helped us out with the equipment. They had good equipment from Hong Kong. I played. I was thrilled to play on a Yamaha drum set. Complete set.
No, this is a very popular myth about you. Now, is it a myth? You have to because a lot of people have this rumor about you that you were the first person in Nepal to have a kit worth 1 lakh.
Maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. त्यति बेला मैले कसरी हो I don't know. मलाई एउटा चाहिँ याद के याद छ
That's a lot of money for back then.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money for back then.
एउटा चाहिँ मलाई के याद छ भने एउटा पर्ल ड्रम सेट चाहिँ मलाई मेरो साथीले very well to do friend whose father was an ambassador.
Okay.
Uday Thakur भन्ने he himself was a drummer and a singer. दिपकलाई थाहा छ. He passed away recently in America. He was living in Texas. उहाँ पनि बित्नु भयो. उहाँले मलाई त्यो ड्रम सेट दिएकोमा अझै पनि सम्झिन्छु. द्याट वाज त्यो एक दुईवटा फोटोग्राफ कता होला मलाई आई डोन्ट नो. त्यसको एडिसनमा गर्दाखेरि मैले आई डिड कलेक्ट कपल अफ थिङ्स. हाउ आई डोन्ट नो. हाउ चाहिँ मलाई थाहा छैन किनभने मैले भुलेँ पनि कि तर इट वाज देयर. अनि त्यो त्यहाँदेखि कति समयसम्म होइन त्यो मेरै ड्रम सेट धेरैले बर गर्थ्यो. कलेजदेखि लिएर स्कुलदेखि लिएर इभेन्ट अर्गनाइजदेखि लिएर सब so my drum set was traveling all over the place. छँदै त छैन अब. अनि सबैको मुखमा ड्रम सेट देवदाई. ड्रम सेट देवदाई. अब मैले कसरी नाइ भन्नु अघि. मैले त्यो यसरी लुकाएर राख्नु भएन.
You don't know how to say no.
So I became popular. Besides being a drummer,
drum renter.
Drum renter. म त popular पनि भयो क्या प्रकारले. It was a रमाइलो कुरा नि है. Because I was happy.
And I think you helped out a lot of aspiring.
I was happy I could give it out to people who needed it.
I'm sure you did. We let Deepak Dai take this call. Just put it on loudspeaker. Put it on loudspeaker. Let's hear it. Come on, let's hear it. Yeah, we can. Yeah, you're live on air.
Okay.
That's the direction from home, right?
That's the direction from home.
Because Avi himself is a good musician. I will listen to him.
That's amazing. I love it. I love it.
You have to watch out, eh?
That was good. Yeah. You need to, as a vocalist, he will tell you to keep the the mic close.
He's a vocalist, don't you?
I can tell. And now we're talking about all of these things, the salty days when you joined, how everything went along. It's 2018, a time that I didn't imagine I would like, you just couldn't imagine 2018 when you were growing up in the 80s and the 90s. For you, it was even way longer before that. How is it? How do you find music in 2018? Like Aruko music scene, Kostos, how do you think it is? Yes, in this age, yes.
I'm kind of lost though, actually. Because, because of lost one, I am playing around, right?
Yes,
it's not that I
and you are still playing
backed up the technology part is so fast and so advanced, right? Maybe Deepak can say a lot.
नयाँ जेनेरेसनकोहरू अहिले चाहिँ के भन्दाखेरि धेरै सिक्ने चान्सहरू जस्तो युट्युबहरू हेरेर होइन अहिले सजिलो पनि भएको छ र अहिले तिमीले काठमाडौँमै ग्याजेटदेखि लिएर के अरे गिटारदेखि लिएर छानी किन्नु पाउँछ होइन। अब हाम्रो पुरानो कथा भन्दा के लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि हामीले पहिला एउटा स्ट्रिङ किन्नु पाउँथेन। हामीले सितारको स्ट्रिङलाई जर्मन स्ट्रिङ पाउँथ्यो, त्यसलाई फर्स्ट स्ट्रिङ बनाएर अनि इन्डियन फर्स्ट स्ट्रिङलाई सेकेन्ड स्ट्रिङ बनाएर त्यसरी हामीले चलाउँथ्यौँ, सेकेन्ड थर्ड होइन। अहिले त पैसा छ भने के छ भने ग्याजेट जति पनि पाउँछ होइन। फेरि अहिले त फेरि आमा बाउले पनि बुझेको छ होइन, त्यसले गर्दाखेरि उनीहरूले पनि किनिदिन्छ।
But your parents were always supportive of your music.
होइन हाम्रो पनि थियो,
हाम्रो पनि थियो,
तर हाम्रोमा चाहिँ कस्तो भने
आर्मी ब्याकग्राउन्ड,
तर यहाँ चाहिँ काठमाडौँमा केही पाउँथेन नि।
Right.
त्यो चाहिँ मेन
That's a struggle. Yeah, that's the struggle.
Right.
सब त डक्टर इन्जिनियरै बन्नु पर्यो, सङ्गीतकार गएर के गर्ने थियो। Which was a good issue to raise back then, because how much future what was the future being a musician back then? Like, was it really like आफ्नो फ्यामिली धान्ने, लाइक अहिले पनि पैसा छैन इन म्युजिक टु डु दैट। आई क्यान इमेजिन।
अहिले कस्तो छ भने अब जस्तो यो स्टुडियोको हिसाबले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अहिले धेरै राम्रो भएको छ। त्यसमा चाहिँ राम्रो छ, किन अब जस्तो एरेन्जरहरू छ, गिटारिस्टहरू पनि अहिले थुप्रै
कम्पोजरहरू
जसले मेहनत गर्छ अहिले उसको लागि चाहिँ छ, उसले धेरै धान्नु सक्छ होइन।
द्याट्स भेरी ट्रु।
कति म्युजिसियनले त आफूले गरेर घरहरू पनि बनाइसकेको छ होइन। त्यो अहिले चाहिँ पहिलाको हेरी चाहिँ धेरै राम्रो छ।
The scene is way better than before. And your time, like as you said, sir, you're still playing around with the Gentlemen. When's the next show?
In fact, on the 19th
of June,
a little before the International Music Day, Deepak Marching, we're going to Dharan.
Oh, nice.
To celebrate the International Music Day, the 21st July.
In Dharan?
Right.
Nice.
अनि हामी दुई भाइले सानो सम्मान पनि थाप्नु पर्ने छ। Along with us, there will be Subarna Limbudai also. उहाँ चाहिँ अब धरानकै ओरिजिनल होम टाउन उहाँको तिनको भएर उहाँले पनि एउटा ठुलो सम्मान थाप्दै हुनुहुन्छ। And at the same time, we'll be performing a couple of songs, होइन दिपक? धरानकै म्युजिसियन भाइहरू छ मिलेर त्यो हामीले वर्कआउट गर्दैछौँ, दिपकले वर्कआउट गर्दैछ। सो विल बी फ्लाइङ अन द 19th विराटनगर, 20th 21st बजाएर दिपक एन्ड फ्यामिली प्रब्ली डेली केटाहरूको रिक्वेस्टमा उनीहरूको उसमा प्रिभिलेजमा उहाँहरूलाई एकछिन राख्छ होला। सुवर्णदाई पनि बस्नुहुन्छ होला होम टाउन। आई वुड हेभ लभ टु स्टे कि अभि। अनफोर्चुनेटली त्यसको भोलिपल्ट 22nd इन अर्डर टु सेलिब्रेट द 21st जम्सिखेल अब धेरैलाई अहिले यो जसले हेर्दैछ विकेट स्पुन थाहा होला क्या सबैलाई।
विकेट स्पुन जम्सिखेल
folk and rock माथि जम्सिखेलमा। I'll be playing there with another band which belongs to
the Gentlemen,
Kripesh Lohani. धेरैलाई थाहा पनि होला Kripesh. I don't know by any chance if you're watching this, you know exactly I send my love to you. So I'll be joining Kripesh and the bass player Chitish and Jyoti.
Chitish was a friend of mine. Yeah, of course.
Chitish.
And Jyoti.
You know Chitish.
Yeah, of course.
And then and Jyoti. So for that gig, I'll be coming back to Calcutta.
Look at you. At this age, you're like a jet-setting rock musician, going to Dharan, flying back, all of these great shows.
Thank you very much, Avi. That made me 20 years younger. 20 years younger.
Jet-setting, the limousine ride.
Tell us a rock and roll comment once. Avi, I feel I'm 20 years younger, right?
I feel it.
Mary, I'm 20 years younger, right?
I feel it. And of course, we are looking forward to more music and to your show. I'll be there at the 21st show at Wicked Spoon. I'll be there 100% because I want to be there. And just now that we're wrapping up the show, it's almost time for us to go. Everything. Deepata, is there anything that you want to share about the band? Your fans are watching. They're calling you too to fix to fix your mic. So anything you want to say to them?
अब नयाँ जेनेरेसनहरू त अब धेरै राम्रो नै छ होइन। अब सबभन्दा ठुलो कुरा चाहिँ कस्तो भने रेस्पेक्ट हो होइन। सानोले ठुलोले सानोलाई गर्ने हो त्यो चाहिँ अलिकति सिक्नु पर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ। न त अरू त एकदम राम्रो छ अहिलेकोमा। र एउटा कस्तो भन्दाखेरि इङ्ग्लिस गीत राम्रै गाउँछ होइन, तर नेपाली गीत गाउँदा चाहिँ अलिक मलाई प्रोनाउन्सिएसनको अलिकति है हो त्यो चाहिँ धेरै नेपालीको त्यो प्रब्लम छ
because they were too westernized. Is that
okay. त्यसले गर्दाखेरि किनभने नेपाली गीत गाउँदा नेपाली नै हुनु पर्यो होइन, इङ्ग्लिस गाउँदा इङ्ग्लिस नै, फेरि इङ्ग्लिस पनि नेपाली स्टाइलले गाइदियो भने चाहिँ फेरि बर्बाद हुन्छ।
And of course, always a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so much, Avi. Thank you.
It's been we talked about how you have a show on the 19th in Dharan together.
21st.
21st.
So
We'll be going on the 19th.
Oh, you'll be going on the 21st. It is
Music Day, man.
on Music Day itself.
Dharan didn't celebrate.
So
that.
Amro, we actually have a lot of listeners from Dharan, Itari and stuff. So guys, Amro, of course, are respected musicians who are the treasures of the whole country, not just us living in Kathmandu. On this in Dharan, and of course, Amro, I one of the most asked about musicians sometimes on this show who we really wanted to get on is you, because a lot of people wanted you and your stories on because of course he's seen double my lifetime of rock and roll music. So and it's great to have you, and of course then you have the show on the 22nd at Wicked Spoon.
At the Wicked Spoon.
At the Wicked
That's
Spoon,
the Gentleman Band.
And that's with the band Gentleman.
Right.
Yes. Jamsik Hilma on 22nd of June, celebrating International Music Day. It's going to be the Gentleman. It's the Alchemist, and it's going to be a great. It's going to be a great show. Before we leave, I have to ask both of you 2 questions, and these are fun questions. These are rock and roll questions, which normal people really want to know. What is the craziest backstage story that you have? What is the craziest backstage story that you have?
Backstage show?
Yeah, backstage at the backstage and like you're about to go on stage.
पहिला त त्यही हो
त्यही नै होला एउटै आउँछ
अहिले पनि त्यही हो
अहिले त एकदम
अहिले त छैन के
हाम्रो त्यही हो everybody goes yeah it's just
link त छँदैछ
do you remember any crazy backstage story?
Oh yes तर एउटा कुरा चाहिँ what we are proud to say and I would like to convey this to अहिलेको rock and roll
young musicians, aspiring musicians.
As long as you know what you're doing, enjoy yourself.
Oh yeah,
you need to be what you are, who yourself, and you have to be happy if you want to play good music. And we did that. Despite despite the bottle, we enjoyed. We played perfectly. We enjoyed. We respected the audience, and we respected the stage.
Yeah, and I don't think normal people, and I'm saying this not as like being too proud about it, but I don't think normal people get how the stage and liquor actually mixes, because sometimes if you keep it in the right amount, it does mix really, really well. You really get in the mood of.
I can give a small example of an international artist, a fantastic artist, Mr. Bob Dylan.
Yes.
Yes,
please.
Everybody who's watching us,
please do. Yeah.
He was so blown out. Stage Janabala, you know what he said?
Yeah.
He went on the stage, but look at the respect. He went on the stage tumbling from here and there. He kept hold of the
guitar,
microphone. The MC was blowing his voice out. Now we have Mr. Bob Dylan, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And he said, forget about that, he said. Just tell me which side is the audience. Avi, you laughed. I thought you'd laugh. But I think that's classic humor of Mr. Bob Dylan.
That is classic.
When he out of dear audience, my contemporary friends, we used to joke around among our conversation.
Yeah.
Mr. Bob Dylan. I think that was fantastic classic for Mr. Bob Dylan. And he was honest.
So quick.
Forget about the announcement. Tell me which side is the audience. Then he turned around, he sang well.
Oh, and I'm sure he killed it. I'm sure he was absolutely amazing on that show, because it's Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
We're going to end the show with your latest release, Mayalu. Of course, it's a Cheering Lama featuring with the Prism Band, but it's good to see all of you dressed up. And you got really dapper for this music video. You can check it out on YouTube as well, Mayalu and the Prism Band. Thank you so much, Dai. This has been an immense pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. He has a football. Yeah. He's a big fan. Thank you. This is the Prism Band. This is ASM. This is Benelli Rock Show, only on Radio Nagarik 96.5. We're going to sign off with their latest release, Mayalu. Till next week. What the hell? Till next week, guys. I will see you then. Till then, stay cool. This is ASM.